Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into the world of making money, beyond the usual job.
Exactly. Thinking outside the traditional paycheck box.
We've got some great sources lined up. There's one from Earn Caro looking at 10 inspiring affiliate marketing success stories for 2025.
Yeah, some real world examples there. And we're also looking at Investopedia's list, 25 best passive income ideas to make money in 2025.
Right. So the mission basically is to pull out the best insights, maybe some surprising facts
Huh.
about how you can build different income streams for, well, 2025.
And do it in a way that gives you the knowledge quickly, thoroughly, without feeling, buried in information.
Okay, let's kick off with affiliate marketing then. It's definitely a big topic for earning online.
Huge. And that Earn Caro article has some fascinating stories, like Pat Flynn.
Oh yeah, Pat Flynn, great example. Lost his job back in 2008, right?
That's the one. And he started the Smart Passive Income blog, just sharing his journey.
But the really key thing, I think, was his transparency. He actually published his income reports.
Which is pretty brave. But it built incredible trust, didn't it?
Totally. And from that blog, he, branched out everywhere.
Podcasts, books, I think Superfans and Will It Fly were his.
Yep, and courses, even real estate, some charity work too.
Wow. So he really diversified. Net worth now, they estimate over $3 million.
It's amazing. And that transparency you mentioned, it wasn't just numbers.
No, it was the story behind the numbers, right? What worked, what failed, that vulnerability, it connected with people.
It really did. Felt like you were learning alongside him.
Oh.
Okay, then there's Attila. Started super young.
Web design at 15.
Yeah. Didn't stick at first, but he kept trying different things. Tech sales, event organizing.
Right, finding his path. Eventually landed in internet marketing and SEO in Serbia, I think.
Yep. And he really zoned in on paid traffic.
Ah, interesting. What kind of niches?
Things like lead generation, Nutra, that's often supplements dating, e-commerce, CPI, cost per install advertising.
Got it. Paid ads driving traffic to specific offers.
Right. And what struck me was his persistence. He mentioned investing something like $4,000 a month.
Before seeing returns.
Yeah. Before it started paying off. Shows you got to have some runway, maybe some nerve.
Definitely. And his advice. What was the key takeaway?
He really stressed starting in niches where you can actually provide value. And importantly, staying away from, dishonest tactics, no cloaking or anything like that.
That makes sense. Building something real, not fearing those early bumps either. That seems crucial.
So true. Especially when you hear about someone like Charles Mingo. His story is, well, a bit of a ride.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Tried eBay, blogging early on, didn't really work out.
Okay. Common story. What changed?
He found AdWords, got inspired by some of the big names back then, like John Chow, Shoe Money.
Ah, so he pivoted to paid search. Google, Yahoo, Facebook ads.
Exactly. But here's the thing. He went through 14 failed campaigns first.
14. Wow. That takes resilience. Did he say how much that costs?
About $4,000 down. But then, in 2008, something clicked. Yeah, he hit $10,000 a month profit within 6 months. Yeah. Quit his job.
Incredible turnaround. Was it smooth sailing after that?
Not quite. Had another setback, apparently. But then one campaign just took off, like $500 revenue on $100 spend. Yeah. On day one.
Whoa, that's the dream scenario.
Right. Scaled that one up to $75K profit. Now makes millions a year. It just hammers home that persistence and, adapting your strategy.
Absolutely. It's that learning and iterating, isn't it? Analyzing failures, adjusting, trying different traffic sources. You got to be adaptable online.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's shift focus slightly. Talk about content creation. Darren Rouse. Pro blogger.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a cornerstone figure in the blogging world. Huge site. Problogger.net.
2.5 million monthly visitors, something like that. Wrote the book on it, literally. Pro blogger. Secrets for blogging your way to a six-figure income.
So what's his angle? How does he keep it going?
He says he draws inspiration from his own experiences, but also directly from questions his readers ask.
Ah, so listening to the audience. Makes sense.
Yeah, he really emphasizes communication, building that community. And maybe not surprisingly, he talks about consistent effort and patience. It's a long game.
That community aspect is so vital, isn't it? Not just broadcasting, but engaging, creating that two-way street. That's what builds loyalty.
Definitely. Okay, another name, Chris Guthrie. Early experiments with, banner ads on gaming forums.
Okay, starting small. Where did he find success?
Amazon affiliate marketing. Back in 2009, he built niche websites, did video reviews.
Video reviews, interesting. People like seeing the product.
Exactly. And one site, Netbook Reviews, apparently earned him a six-figure payout. Shows the power of a niche.
Yeah, targeting a specific audience with tailored content. Video is powerful for that, building trust.
You've got Matt Diggity. He's kind of huge in SEO and affiliate marketing circles.
Runs multiple businesses, right? Diggity Marketing, Authority Builders.
Yeah, the search initiative, lead spring,
Hmm.
pulling in, get this, $400K a month in revenue.
Oh, that's serious scale. How's he doing that?
Yeah.
Mix of things. Affiliate marketing, sure. SEO services. But he also teaches, runs conferences like the Chiang Mai SEO conference. Plus YouTube.
So he's leveraged his expertise into multiple streams, services, education, community building. Smart.
Very smart. Okay, slightly different angle. Nate O'Brien. Young guy. Personal finance focus.
YouTube channel, right? A big following.
And massive. Over 1.3 million subs. Started in 2017. Offers free content, minimalism, productivity, wealth creation.
Free content drawing people in.
Yep.
Recognized by Forbes, too, I think.
Yep. And his income. Mix of YouTube ads, his own courses, affiliate marketing, sponsorships. Estimated net worth around $2.7 million.
Again, highlights the power of video, offering value up front, then monetizing that audience in different ways.
Totally. So let's talk travel blogging. Monica Stott, the travel hack.
Been around a while, hasn't she?
Over 11 years. UK's top travel blog, apparently. Makes around 10K a month.
Nice. How does she start?
Just documenting backpacking trips back in '09, building a portfolio. Then monetization came gradually.
Sponsored posts, brand deals.
Yep. Guest posts, press trips, an e-course. Even launched her own suitcase line.
Ah, cool. And affiliate marketing, ads.
Added affiliate marketing in 2016. Ads in 2018. It's that evolution. Building layers of income based on helpful, engaging content.
Shows how a blog can grow into a real multifaceted business over time, adapting as things change.
Exactly. One more from the affiliate world. Gail Breton from Authority Hacker.
Co-founded it, right? Big SEO seat.
Yeah, with Mark Webster in 2014. Known for really deep case studies. They have a podcast, YouTube channel too.
And Gail's done well personally.
Reportedly made over $1 million from affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
And even others working with them like Perrin Carell, pulling in thousands monthly.
Really reinforces that idea of building authority in a niche with super valuable content and using multiple platforms.
Absolutely. And we should mention Earl from Wandering Earl.
Mm-hmm.
Started travel blogging way back, tried affiliate marketing.
Took him a while.
Yeah, like 8-10 hours a day initially. But within a year, hit $1,000 a month. Then launched his blog, got up to $2,500 monthly through ebooks and affiliate stuff.
Persistence again.
So the big takeaway from all these affiliate stories from Ern Carreau.
Well, it seems clear there's real potential for significant income, right? But it's not instant.
Definitely not. You got to pick the right products, create genuinely useful content, build that audience.
And stick with it. That 1% average conversion rate is often mentioned, but these stories show you can definitely beat the average.
Yeah, with dedication, learning, adapting, making serious money, even millions, seems possible if you commit.
For sure. It's work. It takes strategy. But the potential's undeniably there.
Okay. So that covers the affiliate marketing angle pretty well. Let's pivot now to the other source. Investopedia's look at passive income ideas for 2025.
Right. And first, defining passive income. Investopedia says it's money earned with relatively little ongoing time or effort.
Keyword there is ongoing. Examples like rental properties, stock dividends, online courses.
But they make a good point. There's almost always upfront work, right? Setting things up. It's not magic money.
True. And it's interesting, the IRS has its own definition for tax purposes.
Yeah, that's crucial. They see things like net rental income or income from businesses you don't materially participate in as passive.
But things many think are passive, like dividends, interest, capital gains from stocks.
The IRS calls that portfolio income, not passive income. Important distinction for taxes.
Definitely something to keep in mind if you're exploring these. Investopedia also stresses considering, your own situation.
Right. Your cash flow needs, your time horizon, how long you plan to invest, and crucially, your risk tolerance. How comfortable are you with potential losses?
Yeah, those factors really shape which ideas might fit you. They list 25 ideas, which is a lot. Maybe we can group them.
Good idea. Let's start with real estate and the sharing economy. Investopedia flags this as having high potential.
Okay, what falls under that?
Some interesting ones like premium space sharing. Think climate-controlled storage for like fancy wine, art, classic cars, even high-end clothes.
Huh. Niche storage. What's the potential income?
They estimate maybe $75 to $500 a month per space. Also, leasing your land for solar farms or wind turbines. The renewable energy angle. Steady, long-term income, probably quite hands-off once it's set up.
Seems like it. Then, of course, the classic, investing directly in property to rent out or sell later.
Right. Potential there is maybe $1,000 to $2,500 a month per property for rentals, but obviously more management involved.
Or a variation, renting out part or all of your own home. Similar potential, but you're the landlord.
And that specialty vehicle storage we mentioned, RVs, boats, could be $100 to $1,000 a month.
Okay. What if you don't want to own property directly?
That's where REITs come in real estate investment trusts. You buy shares in companies that own big properties like malls or offices. You get dividends.
So exposure to real estate without being a landlord. Income potential there varies, like 1% to maybe over 10% annual dividend yield.
Yeah, it depends on the REIT. What's neat about these real estate options is the tangible asset. It can hedge against inflation, potentially appreciate.
True. And the sharing economy stuff, like renting out storage or even tools and equipment you own that leverages existing assets.
Exactly. Lower barrier to entry sometimes. Okay, next category, investment and finance. Also marked high potential.
Right. This includes things like bonds and bond funds.
Yep. Lending money to governments or corporations, generally lower risk than stocks, offering maybe 2% to 6% annual yield. Predictable income.
Then you have dividend-paying stocks, owning shares in companies that pay out regular profits.
Potential yield there, maybe 2% to 7% annually, plus the chance the stock price itself goes up. More volatile than bonds, though.
And peer-to-peer lending.
P2P.
Right. Platforms connecting borrowers and lenders directly. Potential for higher returns, maybe 4% to 12%, but also higher risk if borrowers default.
Okay. And finally, index funds.
Yeah, funds that just track a market index like the S&P 500, offers broad diversification, historically returns maybe 7% to 20% plus annually, but you just follow the market up or down.
So with these investment options, the big theme seems to be risk versus reward. Absolutely. Bonds are safer, stocks and P2P riskier, but potentially higher returns. And diversification, spreading your money around, is key to managing that risk.
Makes sense. Okay, what about digital products and content? Investopedia rates this medium potential.
Yeah, a really varied category, like creating and selling an online course based on your expertise.
Income potential there seems all over the place, $50 to $500 plus per course sale. Highly depends on the topic and marketing.
Totally. Then there's automated drop shipping, setting up an online store, but a third party handles all the inventory and shipping.
So lower startup costs, potentially scalable. Income could be $500 to $10,000 plus a month, they suggest.
Uploading content to YouTube is another one, monetizing through ads, sponsorships, affiliate links.
The income there is often quoted per view, like $1 to $5 per 1,000 views, but it adds up with a big audience.
And creating an app, that seems like a big undertaking.
Huge potential, but yeah, high development costs, lots of competition. Income is super variable. They also mention AI-backed tools and apps now, maybe subscription-based.
The draw with digital products is that scalability, isn't it? Create it once, sell it many times.
Right. But the upfront effort in creation, marketing, support, it's significant. And competition is often fierce.
Good point. Okay, next category, creative and licensing. Low to medium potential here.
Like designing custom products, t-shirts, mugs, using print-on-demand service.
Exactly. You create the design, someone else makes and ships it when it sells. Potential maybe $5, $50 per item profit.
Affiliate marketing fits here too, obviously. We covered that. What else?
Selling stock photos online. If you're into photography, you upload photos, get royalties when they're used.
Income per photo might be small, pennies to a couple of dollars per sale, but it can build up with a large portfolio.
Licensing your music is similar. Getting your tracks used in films, commercials, income can be negligible or thousands per license. Very unpredictable.
And even advertising on your car.
Yeah, companies like Rapify or Carvertise pay you to wrap your car in ads, maybe $100, $400 a month. Pretty passive, just drive around.
Minimal effort there. So these creative options often leverage skills or assets you might already have.
Right. Maybe not massive income initially, but can supplement things, especially if it's something you enjoy.
Okay, last category. Retail and physical products. Potential listed as low to high.
This includes flipping retail products, buying low, selling high online, like retail arbitrage.
Income potential there is wide. $100 to $5,000 plus a month, depending on effort and fines. Needs hustle, though.
Creating an e-commerce subscription box is another idea. Curating goods around a theme, shipping regularly to subscribers.
Predictable revenue, potentially good customer loyalty, could be $2,000 per subscriber per month.
And finally, buying and placing vending machines.
The old school passive income. Find a good location, stock it.
Potential maybe $5,500 a month per machine. but requires upfront cost plus restocking and maintenance.
So the physical product side have more logistics, maybe inventory or maintenance, but taps into different markets.
Definitely. Different set of challenges and opportunities.
Okay, so wrapping this deep dive up, wow, there's a huge range of possibilities out there, isn't there?
Absolutely. From the active effort needed for something like building an affiliate business.
To the more hands-off approaches, like maybe REITs or index funds.
And then that middle ground of digital products where you put in upfront work for ongoing rewards.
It feels like the main takeaways are really about self-assessment.
Totally. Understanding your resources, skills, capital, time, and being honest about your risk tolerance.
And maybe looking for those aha moments,
Yeah.
right? Seeing how a skill you have or even something you own that's just sitting there could actually become an income stream.
Yeah, connecting the dots between what you have and what opportunities exist.
Exactly. So for everyone listening, as you think about all these options we've bounced around, here's something to maybe mull over.
What's that final thought?
What currently underutilized skill, or maybe even a possession, could you potentially transform into a source of income, especially looking ahead to 2025 and how things are evolving?
Interesting question.
And maybe what's just one small initial step you could take that feels aligned with your interests, your goals?